Do Asians believe in ghosts? Singaporeans, yes. Do you all believe in ghosts? Yeah. Basically all Asians believe in ghosts. And I tell you why, I've got proof. Asians, we fall into one of two categories. Category number one, we have either personally seen a ghost, but if we have not seen a ghost, we fall into category number two. We know somebody personally who has seen a ghost. Am I right? Am I right? Yes. Ma'am, have you seen a ghost? No. Do you know somebody personally who's seen a ghost? Yes. Sir, have you seen a ghost? Yes, yes. See, I could go on all night. I could go on all night. We could just go through here. Everyone, same thing. Same category. Same category. Which is why, basically, generally, Singaporeans, Malaysians, Asians, when we watch these horror movies from Hollywood, we are not impressed. Because Americans don't know how to make horror movies. You see how stupid the American horror movie is? How stupid is it? Okay, an American family, they move to a new town, they're looking for a new house to live, so they're walking around with the housing agent, then they come across one abandoned house. The house sitting alone by abandoned, there's creepy crying, vines climbing over, there's cobwebs everywhere. Then they ask the housing agent, oh my God, what happened to that house? Then the housing agent tells them the story. 25 years ago, a little boy killed and slaughtered his whole family. They say he was possessed by the devil. And then what did the American family say? Oh, that's interesting. Let's go have a look at the house. And basically Asians, we're like, hey, bodo. You didn't hear what the housing agent said, huh? Boy, slaughter family, possessed devil. Why you want to go and look in the house? But no, the American family would be like, they walk up to the house. They walk up to the old creaky door, which happens to open. And they open the door. And they say something really stupid. Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? Of course nobody's there! But now you know what you've done, right? You have just announced yourself to the spirit that has been waiting 25 years ago. Before that, the spirit didn't know you're coming. But you're going, hello, hello, hello. You're stupid or what? You will never see that scene in an Asian horror movie. The Korean horror movies, the Thai horror movies, even the stupid Malayu horror movies. No, the Asian horror movies is what? The guy's driving down the highway, suddenly it's a dark highway, there's no lights, and then in the headlight, there's a lady standing at the side of the road with long black hair coming down. Then she crosses the road. And you see, all of you are like, oh, because we've all experienced that. If we have not experienced it, we have an auntie who has experienced it. You will never get an Asian horror movie of a family coming into a new town, coming across an abandoned house, asking the housing agent, hey, what happened to that house? Oh, 25 years ago, a little boy killed his whole family. They say he was possessed by the devil. Immediately the family be like, okay, let's keep on walking, keep on walking. Don't look behind, keep walking, keep walking. Make no no. Keep on walking, hurry up, keep on walking. What are you waiting for? Let's say by some stupid reason the script writer wrote that the family actually goes up to the house for don't know whatever reason. If an Asian family walked up to the house and opened the door, they will stop. They will close the door. Hey, you heard the music, you heard the music. This one got ghost, Come, let's go. In Malaysia, we've got 4 boxes. Malay, Chinese, Indian, other. 4 boxes. Race. I looked at this question, race. I turned to my friend Kenny. I was like, Kenny, what is race? What is race? What, 100 meter, 200 meter, what's race? What is race? What is race? What is race? What is race? My friend Kenny was like, stupid. Race, your father what? Your father what? My father Malay, army, colonel, Malay, colonel. You put Malay. So I take Malay, I take the Malay box. Then I saw Chinese, Indian, other. Then I saw, where was the England box? My mother was from England. I asked Kenny, why got no England box? Kenny was like, why you ask me? Why you think I clever? Is it, you stupid? I also stupid. We both 7 years old. What do we know? Stupid. You ask teacher. Ask the teacher. So I put my hand out. I said, teacher. Because in Malaysia, you repeat everything you say. Like teacher. Teacher was like, what? Why? Teacher, where's England box? Where's England? Teacher, England box. Why you want England box? Teacher, my mother from England. You know what the teacher said? Your mother not important. Exactly. In my heart, I came out that sound. What you mean my mother not important? What you mean my mother not important? This was the 70s, ladies and gentlemen. This was the time of Muhammad Ali, floating like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Immediately I went to Muhammad Ali mode. I was like, I was rope-a-dope, man. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean my mother not important? What do you mean my mother not important? My mother was important, ladies and gentlemen. She was very important. I look at the box, Malay, Chinese, Indian, other. I put an M in front of the other. It became mother. I take that box. Thank you. Good evening, Kuala Lumpur. Before I go on, what an amazing job Joanne has been doing. Has she been doing a great job? Thank you, Joanne. All right. How y'all doing? Is that okay? How you all doing? How y'all doing up there? Not bad. Very, very good. Thank you very much for coming out to the Kings and Queen of Comedy Asia 2. My name is Harith Iskander, and you've had Vivek Mahbubani out here. How was he? How did you like him? Yeah. Paul Agata? Woo! My God, it's amazing to be on stage here with all these comedians. It's fantastic. Having a good time. This is 2011. We did Kings and Queen last year. Anybody here came last year? Most of you. Can't repeat my jokes. But a year has gone by. Fantastic. I was walking into the KLCC and I saw already Christmas decorations. It's November 18th. Not even November 25th. Not even 1 month before Christmas. Already Christmas decorations are out. And you know, this lady, her name was Jennifer and she was smoking and she flicked a cigarette butt into a drain. And then 2 undercover Singapore police officers came to arrest her for flicking a cigarette butt into a drain. They were coming to arrest her. What happened was, she walked away from them. And you know how the Singapore police stopped her? I read this in the paper. One of the police officers ran in front of her and put his arms out like this to block her way. That's how the Singapore police stop a runaway. So inefficient. Very inefficient. You have to run, you have to lift your arms. Malaysian police, we got a much more efficient way. Somehow we don't chase people with cigarette butt in drain. No. If you go to a roadblock and you bust past the roadblock, you shoot past the roadblock. Malaysian police don't waste their energy chasing you. They just stand there and solve the case already. And the moment they stop the car, they open the boot, got all these weapons in the back. Case solved already. And they always have a nice press conference with the police inspector there telling the press that the people in the car were wanted criminals because look what was in the back of the car. Parang, samurai sword, Molotov cocktail, a Magnum 45 gun, 33mm bullets. Of course, one reporter will ask, if it's a Magnum 45 millimeter gun, why is it 33mm bullets? Soalan yang bagus. Because the 33 can fit inside the 45. Straight away saw 64 cases in Johor Bahru, Nilai, Penang, in East Malaysia. Have you noticed how efficient our cops are, man? That's the problem. Singapore, everything is so rigid. Everything is so controlled. You have no choices in Singapore. I tell you, I went to Singapore. I went there a couple of days earlier, and I realized this is a strange country. Everybody look like us, but they don't behave like us. I went to cross the road in Orchard Road. I tried to cross the road. I look, there's no cars. I want to cross the road. I cannot even cross the road properly. Singaporean came up to me, sir, you cannot cross the road here, sir. I said, why? We have a designated area for you to cross the road. Designated yellow box, sir. You have to cross over there. And then I look, all the Singaporeans gathered at the designated area. And they stood there. And even when there's no cars, they didn't cross the road. They'd stand there. They'd look up. Because there's a traffic light with the green man and the red man. You know the red man like that? The green man like that. They waited for the red man to turn green before they crossed the road. Wasting 45 seconds. I am Malaysian, ladies and gentlemen. When a Malaysian wants to cross the road, we cross the road! Isn't it? We never wait for a red man to turn green before we cross the road. Because the traffic light's not working anyways. And even a Malaysian, when we cross the road, we don't even care there's traffic. We just cross the road, we put our hand up. Oh, everything! Have you seen Malaysian crossing the road? Just put a hand up. And Malaysian traffic, they won't stop, they won't slow down, they will avoid you. As long as you put your hand up. You put your hand up there, Malaysian traffic, oh, everything! No, honestly, nobody gets knocked down crossing the road. If you see a newspaper report, somebody got knocked down crossing the road, he didn't put his hand up. This hand is very powerful in Malaysia. Not only can it stop and make you avoid traffic, it can also break past important security measures. Have you ever had a friend who lives in an apartment with gates and guards from Myanmar? You don't need to give your IC. You just drive up, roll down window, put your hand up. Dato! Hey, masuk. That hand can bring a gate up, man. That's the thing with Singapore. Everything is so perfect in Singapore. Everything is so perfect. You can't cross the road properly. You got no choices. I flew into Singapore. I arrived. I went to the arrival lounge. I went in to get my bags. I look at the baggage carousel. My bag already came out. I had to take my bag. I had no time to look around the Singapore airport. My bag already came out 3-4 times. It was going on. I had to take my bag. When I came back to KLIA, I was Malaysian. We got choices. First of all, you arrive, you go to the baggage carousel. You don't know which is your bag carousel. You don't know. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because the TV screen not working. It's not working. So you choose which carousel you want. You choose. You just look for other passengers who are on your flight. Oh, B. That guy was on our flight. B, standing at B. I think that's our carousel. So you all go to B lah. You don't know the flight standing there. He's looking at you. Hey, I think this is our carousel. The guy was on our flight. He's coming in. But then you ride there. Then your bag went to Bangkok. Never mind. You see, you got choices. You can buy a new bag. You can walk around the airport. Singapore, no choice. Singapore, you take the bag. Have you been to a Singapore airport? Have you seen the taxi stands there? They've got a little yellow barrier, and you have to walk down the yellow barrier. Yeah, you have to walk down the yellow barrier to go to the front. Even though got nobody in line. Yeah, people walk down. There's nobody in line. They're walking down. I'm Malaysian. I saw nobody in line. I like that Malaysian word. That's a fantastic word. It's a Malaysian word. It doesn't mean mean anything, but it says everything. Your friend buys a new Porsche. Hi, Harith, look at my new Porsche. You don't have to say much, just give that word. Everything, it means everything. Let me very quickly tell you this one story, which I love telling this one story. When I grew up, I had a Malayali mother and a Malay father, and I was very normal. And I remember the first day I went to school was in St. John's Primary in 1973. I was in Standard 1. I went to school. I sat in my class. I had my friends there. Kenny was there. Panir was there. Don was there. And then the teacher gave us a borang. Isi borang, isi borang. I began to fill out this borang. I fill out the borang. Nama Harith Iskander, Kelas 1 Biru, and Sekolah, Primary Sekolah, Sekolah Rendah Kebangsaan St. John. And then came on the question, race, bangsa, race, Malay, Chinese, Indian, other. And I race, what is race? I asked my friend, Kenny, what's race? Your father, what? Your father? My father, army, colonel. Not what he do lah, his blood. Malay, you put Malay, I put Malay. So English, mana English? Chinese, Indian, other. Mana English? Kenny, where's English? I don't know. Where got English? I asked the teacher. Teacher what? Where's England box? England, English. Why you want English? My mother from England. No, your mother not important. Oh, mother? Why mother not important? Why mother not important? You know what I did? I saw the other box, other. I put an M. Other, mother, I tick that box. That was my box. Malay other. I bagi cikgu, teacher what? Why, excuse me, Harith, why two box? I Malay other. No, one box. I said, no, I'm two. No, you are confused. I'm confused. From age of 7 years old until 17, I'm confused. Everybody tick one box, I tick two box, tick two box. Then when I left school, I traveled around Malaysia. Then I began to meet a lot of Malaysians. I realized a lot of Malaysians are confused. How many confused Malaysians in the room tonight? Say, hey! Half of us are confused. And it was destiny, ladies and gentlemen, that when I got married, the wife, the lady that I chose to be my wife is also confused. My wife, very quickly, let me tell you, is Chindian, Chinese, Indian. Father Chinese, mother Indian. But she told me in school she only take one box. Sometimes she take Chinese, sometimes she take Indian, depending on her mood. I said, how do you choose? Angry with the father, take Indian. Angry with the mother, take Chinese. Oh, like that. No, because I grew up in that confused household. I told you my father was in the army. Very quickly, let me tell you, my father was in the army. He was a colonel in the army. I used to live in Ministry of Defense, Jalan Geni, Mindef there. I would walk around with my father. And my father being the colonel, everywhere he walked, when other soldiers see him, they were like, what? Tuan! They would salute my father. And my father being the colonel, when he salute back, it's very minimum movement. They'd be like, Tuan! My father would be like, let's go. See, minimum, just... And that sound must come out. Everywhere my father walked, they'd be like, Tuan! Tuan! My father like that. The only time I see my father jump to attention was when a general walked by. Then my father, Tuan! Then the general will be like, And that was, I grew up in this household where my parents taught me to be a good Malaysian. And I tell you something, now that I have children, I have that responsibility to teach my kids. My first son was born 2.5 years ago in Pantai Hospital. And when I held my son in my arms, my parents had passed away by that time. When I held my son in my arms, I said thank you to my parents for bringing me up as best they could and teaching me as much as they could. And I hope to pass this on. I couldn't thank my parents then because they passed away, but I thank them in my prayers. If your parents are alive tonight, after the show, call them up. Just say thank you. They will say, hey, why are you calling me so late? Hey, shut up, I don't know, you never mind. Just say, Harith told you to say thank you. Yeah, and so the responsibilities of having a children. I've got so many responsibilities. Now I have to learn how to change the diaper, I have to buy things. First of all, I had to register my son. I had to register him. I went to the registration department in Mont Kiara there. I lined up, took a number, and after about half an hour, I got the borang. I take the borang out, I isi the borang. Nama Bapa Harith Iskander Musa, nama Mak Dr. Jasmine Lim, tempat lahir Pantai Hospital, tarikh lahir 8 hari bulan Mac. And then came the question, bangsa anak. Malay, Chinese, Indian, other. Tick all the box lah. Malay, Chinese, Indian, other. Berapa? I have to. And then I said to myself, you know what? This is amazing. My son is going to grow up extremely confused. When he goes to school and takes the box, the teacher is going to be like, "Oi, kau gila ke? Huh?" And he'll be crying. My Chinese is my father. I will be outside the class laughing. Of course, I wouldn't do that. Of course, I would. I'm teaching my son. But then, you know what? I say to myself, ladies and gentlemen, I say to myself that in our country, where we're going through some tough times. Yeah, we're going through some tough times where if you follow the social media, it looks like we're all like, yani tak suka ni, yani tak suka ni, and we're calling each other's names. But I have a feeling, if I'm looking across at the 8,000 or plus people here in this room, I have a feeling, as Malaysians, we all can actually get together as one. And tonight is a proof. And I tell you why. Because tonight, you are laughing together. And I tell you what, tonight is an example of how I wish Malaysia one day will be. I hope that by the time my son grows up, this is my personal wish, I hope when he goes to school, he doesn't have to tick 4 boxes. He just ticks 1 box. Malaysian, tick that box. Thank you, good night, Assalamualaikum. To know Malaysia is to laugh. Malaysia, thank you.
CJ!